when high tariffs fail. In the wake of the Panic of 1893, the United States faced severe economic turmoil. The 1893 panic was a severe economic depression in the United States, triggered by a combination of overspeculation, shaky banking practices, and declining international economic conditions. Also, the increased costs of goods and declining consumer demand led to a slowdown in economic activity, destabilizing the economy. High unemployment, bankruptcies, and industrial stagnation characterized this period as well. The crisis underscored the need for a robust economic strategy to restore confidence and stimulate growth. The Mckinley Tariff Act was largely repealed by the Wilson-Gorman Tariff Act of 1894, which aimed to reduce tariffs and ease the cost of imports. This repeal reflected a growing consensus that high tariffs hurt more than they helped and contributed to economic instability. But McKinley's high tariff sentiments followed him into the White House. A proponent of protectionist policies, he believed high tariffs would be the key to revitalizing American industry and creating jobs. In 1897, McKinley supported the Dingley Tariff Act, which aimed to raise tariff rates significantly to about 57%. After already sponsoring a bill while in Congress, the Tariff Act of 1890, raising tariffs to about 43%. The rationale was clear. By imposing tariffs, the government would protect domestic industries from foreign competition, encourage American production, and generate revenue. The Dingley Tariff sought to address the revenue shortfall caused by the Wilson-Gorman Tariff of 1894, which had reduced tariff rates but failed to stabilize the economy. The immediate outcomes of the Dingley Tariff were a mixed bag. On one hand, the tariffs did help stimulate American industry. Manufacturing output increased, and employment rates gradually improved. Industries such as steel, textiles, and agriculture benefited from reduced foreign competition, allowing them to thrive. However, the tariffs also led to higher consumer prices. As domestic producers faced less competition, they were able to charge more for their goods, creating a burden on consumers who had to pay inflated prices for basic necessities, sparking significant public debate and criticism. Consumers, particularly those in urban areas, felt the pinch of rising prices. Many argued that the tariffs disproportionately benefited large industrialists while harming average citizens. This led to the emergence of a populist backlash, as voices from various sectors called for lower tariffs and more equitable economic policies. Critics pointed out that while the tariffs aimed to protect American jobs, they also risked straining international trade relations. Many foreign governments retaliated with their own tariffs, creating a cycle of trade barriers that ultimately hurt U.S. exports. His administration's protectionist stance set the stage for ongoing debates about trade policy in the 20th century. After McKinley's assassination in 1901, his successors faced the challenge of balancing protectionist sentiments with the need for free trade to foster global economic ties. In the years that followed, the U.S. would swing between protectionism and free trade, leading to pivotal legislation such as the Underwood Tariff of 1913, which aimed to lower tariffs and implement a federal income tax. As the U.S. evolved into a global economic power in the 20th century, lower tariffs and free trade agreements became more common, shifting from a high tariff strategy toward one that encouraged global trade. McKinley's legacy of tariff policies influenced these discussions, as politicians grappled with the complexities of protecting American industries while promoting fair trade practices. With a much more globalized world in the 21st century, international commerce is more interwoven and complex. The consensus among economists is that free trade generally promotes greater prosperity and innovation on a global scale. However, managing the downsides of globalization, such as job displacement in certain industries, requires balanced approaches that may sometimes include temporary tariffs or subsidies and investments in new economic sectors. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.